Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 22nd of August. In this update, hopes more defence spending will be targeted locally after the government's $2.7 billion purchase of new aircraft. It's buying 2 new Airbus A321 planes in a lease-to-buy plan and 5 Lockheed Martin Seahawk helicopters. The aircraft will replace the Defence Force's ageing 757s and Sea Sprites. Defence consultant and former Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Nera says there's still around $9 billion to spend as part of the Defence Capability Plan.
I do hope that there's a lot of strength placed on New Zealand industry that can be part of this. We can't really afford to have all of that money heading offshore.
A rich lister wrongly accused by artificial intelligence of being a child sex offender is pushing for the real offender to be named. The defendant was sentenced in Auckland District Court last week for possessing and importing thousands of objectionable material files. He was placed on the child sex offender register but granted permanent name suppression. A chatbot on X stated the platform founder, Wayne Wright Jr., was at the centre of the case, which our newsroom can confirm is false. Wright urged the man to come forward with his identity and has written to X owner Elon Musk requesting he improve the chatbot. A decision will be made today on setting up an international police agency base in the Pacific. Interpol pitched the idea to police representatives from 22 Pacific Island nations at an annual conference in Waitangi yesterday. Police Commissioner Richard Chambers says a regional base would give us a stronger voice on the world stage. First home buyers are holding one of their strongest positions in the property market in 20 years. Cotality figures for July show first home buyers account for 27% of buying activity, well above their long-term average of up to 22%. Little has changed for owner-occupiers, and mortgage multiple property owners make up a quarter of transactions, in line with historical norms. Cotality Chief Property Economist Calvin Davidson says first home buyers are jumping on the lower property values and low deposit lending from banks. Belief in the benefits of a modern, accelerated land acquisition process. Parliament's pushed through changes to the Public Works Act, said to make it quicker for agencies to acquire land. Landowners will now receive up to $92,000 in recognition and a premium if they sell early. Infrastructure New Zealand Chief Executive Nick Leggett says the old system was cumbersome and costly. A hoppy paradise for beer lovers as New Zealand's biggest beer festival begins in the capital. Beervana is welcoming more than 12,000 people to Wellington Sky Stadium across today and tomorrow. 65 breweries from New Zealand, Australia and South Korea will set up shop around the stadium's concourse, pouring more than 350 beers. And in sport, Southland have beaten Bay of Plenty 30-25 in rugby's NPC at Rotorua to move to 7th on the ladder. Wing Corey Toole will debut and loose forward Fraser McWright will captain the Wallabies on Sunday in Cape Town as they attempt to win back-to-back tests away against the Springboks in the same series for the first time since 1963. The Rabbitohs have trounced the Dragons 40-0 in League's NRL, and Nick Kyrgios has pulled out of the US Tennis Open singles with injury for a third successive year. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.